Today we are going to start the next topic, that is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is quite important these days because we are all involved in research writing or research publication, so everyone has to deal with paraphrasing. Coming towards the introduction of paraphrasing, it's a form of presenting ideas and information of others in your own words and acknowledging where they come from. Paraphrasing is a way to use a text in your own writing without directly quoting the source material. When you take any information from a source that is not your own, you need to state where you got the information. So basically, when you are writing something, you are not giving all the new information. You take information from the other writers, from the other researchers, and you have to put that information into your own writing. So whenever you are writing that information, you do it with the help of paraphrasing by changing certain words, by making the whole idea in your own words, and then giving credit to the original writer by quoting that writer also. So, in paraphrasing, you use your own words, you demonstrate your understanding and your ability to convey this information. Paraphrasing involves taking a passage, either spoken or written, and rephrasing it. So basically, you are going to change the position of the words, you are going to use synonyms and meanings of the words, and then presenting the whole idea from another writer in your own words. But remember that you are going to acknowledge that writer. Writers often paraphrase sentences and paragraphs to deliver information in a more concise way. When paraphrasing, it's important to keep the original meaning so that the facts remain intact. Basically, you are writing something in your own words that still expresses the original idea. Moving on to the purpose of paraphrasing, it's quite common, as I already told you, these days paraphrasing is quite common because there are so many researchers and everybody is writing essays and research papers. So paraphrasing allows a researcher to explain important ideas in their own writing style and focus on the information that is most useful in making their own points. Even when a researcher puts someone else's idea in their own words, they must cite. Cite means mention the source of information. This gives credit to the original author for their ideas. Paraphrasing is somehow different from summary. Now we are going to see the differences. Like paraphrasing changes the wording of the passage without changing its meaning, and you keep the basic logic of the argument intact. And paraphrasing retains the basic sequence of ideas. It can even retain the basic examples used in the passage, and most importantly, it accurately conveys the author's meaning and opinion. Whereas summary states just the thesis and main claims of the argument, and at the end conclusion of the original material. Now, coming towards steps to effective paraphrasing, there are 4 steps. You are going to follow these 4 steps while paraphrasing. Read your text paragraph and ensure that you understand it. Write down your ideas without looking at the original, and use synonyms, that is, meanings, or change the word order of your sentences. Compare with the original text to see whether you are conveying the same meaning or whether you have changed the meaning. So you have to keep the same meaning, okay? Then we have some steps how to paraphrase a text. In order to paraphrase a text, you have to follow these 5 steps. Number 1 is read and make notes. That is, you have to carefully read the text you want to paraphrase and make sure that you understand it. Highlight, underline, or note down important terms and phrases that you need to remember. The second point is find different terms. Find equivalent words or phrases, which means synonyms or meanings to use in place of the ones that you have picked out. A dictionary, thesaurus, or online search can be useful here. But take care to preserve the meaning of the original text, particularly if you are dealing with technical or scientific terms. The next one is put the text into your own words. That is, rewrite the original text line by line, simplify the grammar and vocabulary, adjust the order of the words and sentences, and replace passive expressions with active ones. The next one is check your work. Check your work by comparing it to the original text. Your paraphrase should be clear and simple and written in your own words. It may be shorter, but it should include all of the necessary details. And finally, note down the source for citation. You're going to quote the original writer and the source for the citation. It can be a book, it can be a web page, it can be a journal or an online journal, but whatever it is, you're going to quote the original source because you have to give the credit to the original author. Here we have one example of paraphrasing. I just included it from somewhere else. The title of this passage is "Man Scared of Thieves with a Gun on the Walker," and this is the original text. You can see it. A 68-year-old Gastonia man says he's scared of two men in ski masks trying to break in his home with his gun which he was keeping on his walker. And then he taped a note to his door saying if they try to break in his house again, he will be waiting on them. So this is just a text. And now we are moving towards an incorrect paraphrasing. That is, a 68-year-old man scared of two men trying to break into his home. He had a gun on his walker. He taped a note to his door to warn them. It said he would be waiting for them if they came back. And at the end of the passage, you can see the citation, that is, man scares of thief with gun on walker. So this is just the reference to the original text. But this is an incorrect paraphrasing. Why? Now coming towards mistakes. This paraphrase uses too many of the same word choices, okay? So the important point is that you are not going to use the same words. You are going to use the synonyms or meanings of those words. And then there is another mistake. It also contains another error. Simply by breaking a paraphrase into multiple sentences does not mean you are writing it in your own words, okay? So if you have one or two sentences and you are going to make it 3 or 4, that doesn't mean that you are actually paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means that you are going to use synonyms of the words and phrases, and you are going to have alternate phrases for those words. Now coming towards the correct paraphrasing, two men attempted to break into a 68-year-old man's home. However, they were scared off by the gun the man kept on his walker. Afterwards, the man taped a note to the door warning that he would be waiting for the burglars if they came back. And then we have the reference citation to the original text, that is, man scares of thieves with gun on walker. So here you can see that in the paraphrasing, we have attempted to change certain words and the sentence structure, and if it is inactive, we have made it in passive voice, and if it is already in passive voice, we have made it in active voice. So this is all about paraphrasing, and similarly you can paraphrase any text because you are going to deal with it during essay writing, during research writing articles.